I never thought that. I never could understand how it would be that the whole of Europe would turn on America in the advent of nuclear war. But what we understand now, or what I understand now, is that it makes sense. Prophecy remains undefeated. The beast shall hate the whore. That is Europe. I can see why Europe will turn against America. I can see why all of the world will fire weapons against nuclear weapons towards America, and when the nuclear war is about to break out, because America's nuclear weapons will be pointed at everybody. Prophecy remains undefeated. You know, I remember when the COVID first came out, and or before COVID first came out, you know, they talked about how Esau will be brought down low. And I used to think to myself, how can Esau, how can the Edomites, they're ruling, they're so far ahead. They've got the third world countries in debt, other people's military so far behind. How is Esau ever, how is the hammer of the earth going to be taken down? You know? And and within a moment, like when COVID came out, the economy struck, the opioid epidemic struck. The BRICS nations came up, and all of a sudden, it was completely clear that you know this hammer of the earth, it wasn't as mighty as everybody thought he was. He had been brought down, and even after that, I didn't doubt the prophecy, but I couldn't see. You know, a little bit like how Rebecca was told that at her age she will bear twins. Her faith was strong. She said she knew it was going to happen. But she said God has made me laugh because it's like, how is this? How is this prophecy going to come to pass? And I used to think to myself, how is the prophecy going to come to pass that the European nations will turn and fire missiles until the sky is blotted out with arrows? How would that come to pass? How can what things should happen, need to happen in order for the whole of Europe, all of the people with nuclear arms, India, Pakistan, Iran, Russia, China, how would it come to pass that everybody would turn their nuclear weapons on America? And today, this morning, or last night, was it this morning, last night? This morning, I understand. The American nuclear policy in the outbreak of nuclear war is to obliterate everybody. And therefore, what is the worst? What would be the world's nuclear response? And do you know how close we are to nuclear war? Let's get this scripture first of all and see. The 10 horns which I saw upon the beast, these shall hate the horn. The 10, and that we know that the 10 horns on is NATO. The northern, well, you know, some of the NATO countries shall hate America and shall make her desolate and naked. That is, they shall bomb the hell out of her, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. For God hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will and to agree and give the king and give their kingdom unto the beast until the words of God shall be fulfilled. So let's hear a little bit more from Scott Ritter, because we need to understand just how close we are to it. But also, we also know that the prophecies must happen in order. And until the MOTB is mandated, now and it's been trialed right now, we see there's been some experiments, but there has to be, they say mandated, but you will always be given a choice. Just like the jump shot, you're always going to be given a choice. It has to be you that accept it. They won't be able to tie you down and MOTB you up. No, you're gonna have to walk in there. You're gonna have to sign something. You're gonna have to. What you could do, what might happen is that you know what they may entrap you with an enticement. Just say, okay, you get this benefit if you agree to take it, and then they'll whatever they sent it, what they gave for the jump shot, give you a free donut. And once you eat it, then they're probably entitled to tie you down because, you know, you're contracted to take it. A contract needs what's it? An exchange of consideration, as well as an agreement. Once you've taken that bait, when you're where you buy your contractually you're obliged to take it, then you may, you know, then they may tie you down, but there always needs to be that consent, whether implicit or explicit. Let's hear from Scott Real, see what else he has to say.
The nuclear war. We have a whole bunch of nuclear targeters who spend all their day going, what else can we take out? That's all they care about. It's about destroying population centers, industrial centers, sustainable. This isn't a game, what's going on right now. It's not a freaking game. This is as real as it gets. And I'm just tired of it because I'm just tired of stupidity. It doesn't work that way, guys. Live it. That's the only way you know it. I lived it. I know it. I know what's I know what's going on right now. There are some people destroy the world when we go to war. There's no such thing as a limited frickin' nuclear war. We're not just going to blow up Russia. We're not just going to blow up China.
There you have it. I can't add to that. Shalom.